Hey, Yellow, I keep looking for a way to explain to people what we do from the top level. Something that everyone would be able to relate to and kind of pulls together all the tools we've been talking about. Let me start here. Let's say that you're just a client, a prospect, and I'm talking to you. So this is the whole chart here. I'm going to zoom in. Whoops, not that one. Set that back over there. All right, so let me start in here. So, Mr. Vice President of Marketing, what digital strategy best serves your objectives? This is the entire landscape of what's available to you. You may not know much of this, but all of the tools break down into 6 different categories: advertising and promotion tools, content and experience, social and relationships, commerce and sales, data and management. Management would be like collaboration tools. So this is the digital marketer's tool set, 4,000 options. Wow. So how can you use these tools to build mind space at each step of a prospect's journey? From know and confirm, engage, act, and go public. So here's the questions. How do you find what works for you of this enormous world of things that are available to you? How do you find what works for you? How do you sort through all the fads and the anecdotal evidence? How do you minimize risks? How do you get results quickly? How do you prove ROI? How do you frustrate the competition? How do you enhance your reputation? How do you achieve sustainability? And very importantly, how do you start right from where you are? So what we suggest is that you follow a particular map. Now, you may have questions right off about you may have certain ideas about digital marketing that are in your head. You may be thinking, what about SEO or inbound or social? Well, the answer is yes, but in their proper time, place, and order. It all needs to be accumulative and properly sequenced for maximal ROI. There are no universally appropriate solutions from all these options. There are no universally appropriate solutions because of the unique conditions of your business. So Big has invented this step ladder that discovers your unique optimal mix of the digital options. Now here's the step ladder. You begin with goals and you work up these different ladder steps. And here's the critical thing, is your brand vision. Now this brand and positioning step right here at the end, this is what informs all strategy. And this is the last chapter of the book that actually gets written first. And so we have this scorecard method where we're able to determine what your vision is for the business, turn them into these goals, and then start this step ladder from what are the conditions in your business to what is the alignment, what little tweaks do you need to be made to get things started. And then you lay in these steps according to speed and results, and from advertising, content, customer relationship, back to informing brand and position. But each one of these steps has its own rather sophisticated little process involved. But the key thing is they all have to be accumulative. They all have to build on each other. It's not ad hoc systems, because you're trying to produce maximum results, the fastest time at the least cost. Now, each one of these steps has an optimization cycle that you go through. And follow this now. Part of, let's say we're in the advertising portion here. Well, part of it is, as you loop through this, is you do a toolkit assessment. You look back to see if there are better tools that might be available. And then you loop through campaign controls and creative, audience refinement, and landing pages. And we can go into more detail on all of this, but just rest assured there is a specific map a specific way of getting to your goals and your objectives with the quickest way, the most return at the least cost. Now, there may be some other non-digital components that you may need to bring in eventually, training of your staff. You have to look at products and services, systems and cultures, but really you can begin exactly where you are, get this stair step in operation, make sure no one is ahead of you in this game, and that you are frustrating your competition and achieving your objectives.